France is a country painted with the brushstrokes of history. Everywhere you look, the past speaks to you. It whispers in the cobblestone street of ancient villages. It sings in the grand boulevards of Paris. But nowhere does this history feel more alive than in its magnificent castles or chateaux. These are not just old stone buildings, they are the very soul of France, captured in towers, turrets, sprawling gardens. They tell stories of powerful kings, brilliant queens, legendary artists. Each one is a treasure chest, waiting to be opened. Imagine a time of knights in shining armor, lavish royal courts. This is the world these castles bring to life. Why do we find these castles so enchanting? Perhaps because they represent a world of fantasy and grandeur. They are reminders of a time when life felt more dramatic, more romantic. Visiting a French castle is more than a history lesson. It's an experience for the senses, from the rolling hills of the Loire Valley to the dramatic coast of Normandy. This journey is an invitation to explore some of the most beautiful among them. Our journey begins in the heart of the Loire Valley, at the truly breathtaking Château de Chambord. This is not just a castle, it is an architectural marvel. King François I wanted to create a symbol of his immense power and love for the arts. Construction began in 1519, and the result is a jaw-dropping blend of traditional French medieval forms and classical Renaissance structures. Its forest-like roofline, hundreds of chimneys, towers, creates a silhouette that is unforgettable against the sky. One of the most famous and intriguing features of Chambord is its double helix staircase. This incredible structure sits at the very center of the chateau. Two spirals wind around a central core, but they never meet. This means that two people can use the staircase at the same time, seeing each other through the openings, but never actually crossing paths. Many believe this ingenious design was the work of the great Leonardo da Vinci himself. When you visit Chambord, you are stepping into the world of the French Renaissance. The castle is immense, over 400 rooms, 365 fireplaces, one for every day of the year. While François I commissioned it, he spent very little time here, only about 72 days in total during his reign. Today you can explore its vast rooms. Surrounding the chateau is the largest enclosed forest park in Europe. Wild boar, red deer. Visitors can now explore this vast nature reserve by foot, by bicycle, or even on horseback. Chambord is more than a building. It is a complete world, a place where architecture and nature come together in perfect harmony. It perfectly embodies the grandeur and ambition of the Renaissance. From the Loire Valley, we travel to the outskirts of Paris, to a place that defines the very idea of royal splendor, the Palace of Versailles. This was once a humble hunting lodge for King Louis XIII, but his son, Louis XIV, the Sun King, transformed it into the most magnificent palace in the world. Versailles became the center of political power in France from 1682 until the French Revolution in 1789. It was designed to overwhelm, to impress, and to showcase the absolute power of the French monarchy. Every detail, from the golden gates to the sprawling gardens, was meant to glorify the king. The most famous room in the entire palace is the Hall of Mirrors. This dazzling gallery is over 73 meters long and is lined with 17 mirror-clad arches that reflect the 17 windows looking out onto the gardens. The effect is simply breathtaking. Hundreds of candles would be lit for evening gatherings, creating a spectacle of light that seemed almost magical. It was here that the Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919, officially ending World War I. Beyond the palace walls, the magic continues in the gardens of Versailles. These are not just gardens, they are a masterpiece of landscape design. Spanning some 800 hectares, the grounds are a perfect example of the French formal garden style. Fountains, canals, and hidden groves are scattered throughout. The Sun King loved his gardens, and would often take long walks, enjoying the beauty and tranquility he had created. A visit to Versailles is an all-day affair. You can explore the King's State apartment. You can also wander to the Grand Trianon, a smaller, more intimate palace. And don't miss the Queen's Hamlet, a rustic retreat built for Marie Antoinette. Versailles is not just a castle. It is an entire universe of art, history, and power, a timeless symbol of French elegance and grandeur that continues to fascinate millions of visitors each year. Returning to the serene Loire Valley, we find a castle that seems to float on water, the Château de Chenonceau. Look at the gallery stretching gracefully across the River Cher. Known as the Château des Dames, or the Castle of the Ladies, its history is shaped by a succession of powerful women. Diane de Poitiers. Diane gave the castle its most iconic feature, the arched bridge. After King Henry II's death, Catherine de' Medici reclaimed the chateau. Catherine added the two-story gallery on top of Diane's bridge. The long hall with its black and white tiled floor was used for lavish balls. During World War I, the gallery served as a military hospital. Diane's formal garden, Catherine's intimate garden. The rivalry is immortalized in the landscapes. The castle's interiors are just as exquisite, filled with priceless furniture. Fresh bouquets from the chateau's own flower garden are placed in every room. Visiting Chenonceau is like walking through a poem. Its elegant arches reflected in the calm waters of the Cher create a scene of perfect tranquility. Chenonceau is not just a monument of stone and water, it is a celebration of femininity, rivalry, and resilience. An unforgettable stop on any tour of France. Our final destination is perhaps the most dramatic of all, the Château du Mont-Saint-Michel, a rocky tidal island off the coast of Normandy. More than a castle, a medieval marvel and UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its story begins in the 8th century, with the bishop's vision of the Archangel Michael. Over centuries it became a fortified abbey, a village, and a strategic fortress. Its uniqueness is its relationship with the sea. The tides here are among Europe's highest. They can rush in with incredible speed. Walking the narrow winding streets feels like the Middle Ages. The crown jewel is the Abbey of Mont-Saint-Michel, a Gothic masterpiece with soaring vaults and serene cloisters. Visitors explore many levels, from dark ancient crypts below, the breathtaking cloister, and the church high above with panoramic bay views. Chambord, Versailles, Chenonceau, Mont-Saint-Michel, just a few jewels in France's historical crown. Each tells a unique story of ambition, love, art, and power. They are living museums that transport us to another time. Not just for history buffs, for dreamers and romantics, a visit to these chateaux is an experience that stays with you forever, a real-life fairy tale.